Okay, guys, this is exam 1, question number 6. Determine whether the statement forms are logically equivalent. Construct a truth table and include a sentence justifying your answer. So the first expression is the quantity P and Q and R versus P and the quantity Q and R. All right. So I'm going to start by drawing some lines. So the first thing I want to note, actually, before I do that, let's calculate how many rows we need. So to do that, it is 2 times the number of variables. Right? Well, how many variables we have? We have P, Q, and R. So that's 2 to the 3, which is 8. So when I'm doing this, I know that I need 8 rows. Okay. So let me start drawing a truth table. So this, let's just do this. All right. I'm going to run out of space. 1 second. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry for the dead air. Just drawing some lines. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start by just populating P, Q, and R. And so how I fill these, I know that I need 8 rows. So I'm going to start by putting, I know that half of the row, like when I need every possible combination, I know half of them, P is going to be true, and half of them, P is going to be false. So I'll do half of them true, half of them false. Now for these 4 truths, I know half of the Q's will be true and half of them will be false. So I'll do 2 truths and true falses. I know the same is true for this latter half. So I'll do again 2 truths and 2 falses. And lastly, I know that for every group of 2, R is going to be true and false. And then the next group of 2 would be true and false. So I'll just alternate true, false, true, false, true, false, true, and false. Okay? So now the first thing I'm going to address is this grouped P and Q. Okay? So P and Q. Now, as a reminder, P and Q is only true if both P is true and Q is true, right? So both of these columns have to be true for this column to be true. So true and true is true, true and true is true, true and false is false, true and false is false, false and true is false, false and true is false, false and false is false, false and false is false. Okay? Now I'm going to do the entire left-hand expression here. So that's P and the quantity P and Q and R. Sorry for my handwriting here, guys. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this column and I'm going to AND it with this column, right? So true and true is true. True and false is false. False and true is false. False and false is false. False and true is false. False, false, and false. All right, now I'm going to work on the second expression. I'm going to start with the grouped quantity, this this parentheses. Again, order operations, you always start with the parentheses, right? So Q and R. So it's these two columns, the second one, third one. Again, the only way it's true is if they're both true. So true, false, 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 true, false, false, false. And now I'm going to combine this column, the one I just wrote, with the first column, with an and. Okay? So that is going to be P and Q and R. And so this is going to be true, false, 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 and false. All right, for this last column, I'm going to be comparing this column with this column. And I'm just going to put a check mark or an X. A check mark will indicate that they're the same. An X will indicate that they're not the same. And then I'll then make a statement whether they're equivalent or not. So is true the same thing as true? Sure is. False is the same as false. False, false. These are all identical. Okay? So finally, as the answer, so construct a truth table and include a sentence justifying my answer. Yes. P and or the quantity P and Q and R is logically equivalent to P and the quantity Q and R because their truth values are all the same. And we're done. That's it for this problem.